Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Shavi Zane checking in with you all. It's been a few days. I took a little hiatus to spend some time with family and to regather myself. You all know I do have 6 children. And so if I begin to cough, excuse me, when colds go around, they definitely pass around. So I get rid of one this week and I might catch another one next week, depending on what's going on. But I definitely wanted to catch up with you all and just bring a short little message in regards to the backsliding. We take our spiritual path, and quite often, people have their own perception from the outside of what the spiritual journey might look like if they themselves are not on that journey. Okay. Some people think that it means that you have stepped into perfection, that you'll never make mistakes, that you'll never second guess your intuition. But that's not true, because all of those things, the backsliding process happens, and that's part of the growth process itself. And so what I want to encourage you all to do is, in spite of what's going on with you, don't beat yourself up if you backslide, so to speak. Okay. And what do I mean by backslide? So if you have made a commitment of fasting for 7 days because you want to free yourself of certain codependencies, and you're able to make it through to 4 days, first of all, reward yourself. Acknowledge the progress that you have made. Acknowledge the fact that you're even in a space where you desire to evolve and become a better version of yourself. And then give yourself the opportunity to embrace the fact that you didn't push all the way through. Analyze it, assess the situation and determine what part of it actually made you, or what part of the situation actually caused you to stop early. I'm talking about the fasting process, if that's something that you all are doing. There's many different things that we do when we take the spiritual journey, especially when we're taking the narrow path. And so assess the situation, determine, okay, I'm fasting, but I ended up falling, kind of falling easily when it came to temptations of eating certain things. Okay, so pick yourself back up, reward yourself for the effort that you have made and the progress that you have made, and keep moving forward. This is not a race to the finish line. There's no one there to judge you and tell you, well, you didn't make it there fast enough. Because at the end of the day, your journey is just that. It's your journey. And there's no one else around you that can determine what it's supposed to look like, how soon you're supposed to make it, how far evolved you're supposed to be by a certain age, a certain time frame. Just live moment to moment. Stay in the now. And, embrace the moments where you do backslide, because it actually gives you the opportunity to pause and to take a better look at your surroundings and how far you've come. If you was able to make it to every goal, which, I mean, that's a beautiful thing. I don't take anything away from that. If you was able to make it to every milestone that you set out for yourself, but generally that's not how it works, right? Because the backsliding process is a part of the evolutionary process. And so if you were to continue to evolve without having any moments of pause or postponement due to backsliding, then you would hardly have the opportunity to stop and embrace how far you've come, because you need that moment of silence and stillness to really evaluate where you are at this point in your life, at this point in your journey. So just know that it is not a race. It's definitely a journey, and it is a lifelong journey, and it doesn't end in this lifetime. You continue to evolve from one lifetime to the next lifetime to the next lifetime. And so this is not it. If you feel like you've done everything that you could possibly do in this one, and you're feeling as if, okay, what more can I learn? Then that means that your lesson in that moment is, I need to recognize that I'm always a student as well as a teacher in this journey. So that's a lesson that needs to be learned. And so then there is another part of your journey that needs to be addressed, assessed, and worked on. because being humble and maintaining your humility in this process is very important. Okay. So just know that, if you let certain people back into your life, if you fell off on your diet, if you are not focused on your exercise regime, or you're not in gratitude as often as you want to, maybe you find yourself going back into those thoughts of the past and they don't feel so good, and you find that that's your dominant energy lately, just know that every second that you breathe is an opportunity to alchemize the energy. And so in that moment of pause and postponement, you evaluate yourself, you evaluate your situation, you evaluate why you was not able to push all the way through, and you embrace it, you express gratitude for it, and you keep going. So that's the message that I have for you all. I love you. If you desire a private reading from me, you can always email me. If you want my oils, you can always email me as well. And I have a slightly different method that my spiritual team has revealed to me. There's going to be some new things that I'm going to be embarking on pretty soon. And, I have a lot of you all that out there that support me, and I appreciate you all. I appreciate those of you who are subscribed to my channel and who send me emails thanking me for being a vessel, because it's definitely encouraging for me. And I don't seek accolades from the world. The Most High shows me in many different ways through blessing me that what I'm doing is not in vain. But I give thanks and I express gratitude for those of you who acknowledge what I do, and you give thanks and gratitude to me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go before I start getting teary-eyed. This is an emotional time in my journey, and I embrace that too. Okay, so you all just embrace the different seasons that we go through, because one day you're going to look back and you're going to say, I overcame that moment, and look how far I've come. Look at how many generational curses I've been able to break because I decided to take the road less traveled. And I was less concerned about other people's opinion. I was less concerned about being in this energy of perfection, but more concerned about just carrying out my divine purpose and being a vessel, especially as a chosen seed. I want to encourage you all. Keep going, stay motivated, stay empowered, stay encouraged, and know that you have a powerful spiritual team that's always there to help you whenever you feel like your hands are tied, or if you feel like you just don't possess the strength or the energy to keep pushing. Call on your spiritual team in that moment and let them know, I need you all to, give me signs, speak to me. Show me what I need to do to heal. Show me what I need to do to overcome this obstacle. Work on my behalf in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. And they're there, always waiting, ready and willing to do just that. So I love you all, and I'll talk to you all next time.